Entering Austin ISD tonight, the places of honor for Confederate heroes in our modern age was argued about tonight in the dispute over the name of Robert E. Lee Elementary School in Central Austin. Parents and others voiced their views about whether AISD should change that name, and it's not the only Austin school coming under scrutiny. KXAN's David Scott reports it's a cultural battle now, with both sides digging in their heels. David?
This fight flared up last year. It was the Confederate flag flap after the Charleston shooting. Consequently, the Jefferson Davis statue bit the bullet on the UT Mall, and now Robert E. Lee Elementary, which has been here in Hyde Park since 1939. Robert E. Lee, of course, was named for the Confederacy's greatest general, a man with mixed feelings about slavery, but great love for his native Virginia. Thursday night, an advisory panel listened to impassioned pleas from both sides. They will eventually make a recommendation to the superintendent. Should the name stay or go?
It's actually sort of an active deterrent to black families and other families of color to attend our school. I think that's reason enough why it's worth thinking about changing.
Robert E. Lee was one of the greatest Americans this country produced, bar none, with the possible exception of George Washington. My goodness. If we don't want our kids to emulate him, who do we want them to emulate?
I'd say my main reason is that it's alienating to certain families, and I feel like it doesn't represent our community's values.
There's some cost involved, $14,000 to change the signage and such, but that didn't seem to be the point for either side. The advisory panel will report to ISD sometime next month. There are 5 schools in all in Austin getting this consideration, 4 of them high schools, such as Travis High because of the nickname Rebels, and maybe most notably Reagan High, which is not named for President Ronald, but rather John Reagan, who was the postmaster for the Confederacy. And any changeover at the high schools will be far more expensive than at the elementary school. In Hyde Park, David Scott, KXAN News.